Hello everyone. I'm very excited for this video, but it is in fact the second time that I had to film it. I accidentally deleted the footage. It's a cute little book haul. Why is Sunny doing a book haul when she doesn't buy books? That's such a great question. Sunny does acquire books over a long period of time, either through book boxes or publishers sending me books or authors sending me books, and the rare like 1 or 2 books that I did buy for myself. This is like kind of a book tour. The tour is not long, the tour is so short, and I'm gonna talk about all the new books that I got and where I got them. My annual update, beginning with the first 2 books that are actually from the sponsor of this video. If book of the month has 1 fan, it's me. If book of the month has 0 fans, I die. Thank you to Book of the Month for sponsoring this video. Book of the Month is a super popular, fast-growing online book subscription service for readers. Their mission is to promote new and emerging authors to help readers discover books that they will love. How it works is that their team will vet through hundreds and hundreds of books to bring you guys a curated selection of new and early release titles so that you can spend more time reading and less time researching. My favorite thing about Book of the Month is their risk-free skip policy. So any of the month, if you look at the book selection and there's not a book that you want, you can skip it, you won't be charged, and you can just pick up your subscription again for the next month. Plus they have the best price for new and early release hardcover fiction. Amazing news, especially from here in Ontario. Book of the Month is actually expanding to be able to ship to Canada now. Oh my god, today is a great day to be Canadian, let me say that. So you can get your first book for just $9.99 with the code Canada. The 2 that I'm excited about and that I selected for this month, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm literally so excited for this first one. Blood Marked by Tracy Deonn. This, I swear to God, is actually gonna be like my next read because this is the sequel to Legendborn by Tracy Deonn, and I read that last year, and if you guys know, I loved that book and I have been waiting more than a year. I forget when I saw that Book of the Month has it. It releases today, actually, the day that I'm filming this, because I have it as a full day event in my calendar. When I tell you I'm so excited, look at how thick this is. I'm actually so excited. Legendborn was so good, and I love the love triangle in this, and just the plot is like one of the best plots of any young adult urban fantasy book I've ever read in my life. And look at the cover, it's so beautiful. So excited for this. I can't believe that this was a selection. And the other book that I chose was The Wilder Women by Ruth Emmy Lang. It's the same author as Beasts of Extraordinary Circumstance, and I remember that got super good reviews when it first came out and I heard of it. And this one is about sisters, and it has magical realism. 2 sisters who are trying to find their mom, and both of them have like these quirky little magical abilities, I think. And I heard that it's very emotional, and the cover is beautiful, so I'm very excited for that. If you're interested in either of these books or checking out any of the other Book of the Month selection, click the link in my description. So we have those 2 books first. We need to add it to the book stack. Oh, these book stacks are gonna get tall. I think they might have to get tall. Next book is actually one of the Book of the Month selections for this month. I just didn't select it because I already have it, because the author actually sent it to me. We Are the Light by Matthew Quick. It sounds literary and really emotional, and just look how beautiful this cover is. And again, I think it has to do with like, I just love like family and like family relationships in books so much, or like an older character like connecting with like a younger character, father-son relationship. I don't know, I just love books like that, and this is like one of those books. When Eli, an 18-year-old young man who the community has ostracized, begins camping out in Lucas's backyard, and unlikely lines take shape, and the 2 embark on a journey to heal their neighbors and most importantly themselves. This is the same author as Silver Linings Playbook, which isn't that what Jennifer Lawrence got her Oscar for? This is also gonna be one on like my immediate, should I do that? Okay, I think I'm gonna start a pile for an immediate physical TBR, and then maybe I'll make a video of me reading just books from that TBR for a week or something, so I can finally get through them, because you guys know that my favorite part about reading physical books is so that I can gift them to someone else, pass it forward. I feel like these 2 books are kind of gonna be on my immediate physical TBR. Next book, it's Withering Height by Emily Bronte. I got this book from a little library. I had this idea that I wanted to make a video of me reading and annotating this for the first time, because you guys seem to really like when I did it for Pride and Prejudice. So also immediate TBR. I'm gonna start a pile. We have This Is How You Lose the Time War by Amal El Modar. Is it Amal El Modar or Max Gladstone? This actually came as part of a set. There's a blue copy that looks exactly like this, but this book is like dual POV of time travelers like in a time war with each other, but then they like fall in love with each other. This is actually a birthday gift because we have been talking about reading this book together since last year. I heard that it's kind of hit or miss if people like it or not, because the writing is like very lyrical, and so we agreed that we would each read it and annotate it and then give each other our copies so that we have a copy of each other's annotation. So this is the copy that I need to annotate. Copy that I'm gonna have in the end is the blue one. And we did in fact almost physically fight over which colors we were each gonna get. Okay, next, Time Traveler's Wife. I think I mentioned this in a video before. The moral of the story is that I watched the TV adaptation with Theo James in it, the most attractive man I've ever seen in my life. I watched the entire thing, and then right after I finished the last episode, I went right back and I watched episode 1 again, and I watched it through a second time. It was so good. I was so moved by it in a way that like I can't explain explain. And then I went out and I literally bought this book as a birthday gift to myself. So I still have the receipts because it has my birthday on it, June 25th. Okay, I don't know if I'm the only one that this happens to. Like, I don't know why for some reason, every time like I buy a physical book, like I feel like I can't read it right away. And I have a scarcity mindset when it comes to money. And so I keep saving it. And I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I literally just sabotaging myself and not reading these books that I paid my money for because I wanted to read it and I was excited to read it physically. But then I don't read it physically because I'm saving it. That is literally the reason why I haven't read this book. Okay, the next two books are books that were sent to me. And these were the books that I unboxed in that video and I lost the footage for. I'm so sorry. I was so excited when I got both of these books. The first one is this book. The publisher sent this to me, so thank you to Untitled Teen. It's Last of the Talents by Sophie Kim. I literally was the way that I was so excited when I saw this book and I saw that a fellow Kim sister had written it. I don't know if it's young adult or middle grade. Okay, she's 18. Okay, I feel like that's young adult. She finds herself in the realm of the Tokebi, which Tokebi is a goblin. On the back it says, in this game of cat and mouse, she'll use every weapon she has. Yep, they're gonna fall in love. He's the most beautiful creature I've ever seen. That is the stuff that I like to hear. Also, I think the cover's so pretty. We love seeing gorgeous women of color on covers. The PR box for this came with a bunch of different things and one of them was a mug and it's like such a pretty mug. It's like a little black mug and it has like the moon faces on it and it says realm of the Tokebi. And I actually brought it to my lab on campus because we have a kitchen in there and I like to drink tea. And so that's like my office mug now. The next one is this book called Belladonna. This came in a book box called Book Talk Box. I will link it in the description. He reached out to me and asked if I would be down to receive the box. And of course I was so excited. It's a box that ships to Canada and there's not many book subscription boxes that do ship to Canada. So if you are a Canadian and you're looking for a good one, I would really recommend Book Talk. It's like Book Talk, not like book talk. Okay, it was like so cute and fall themed and it came with like a candle. This came in like a burlap sack, which I would also show you, except I let my roommate use it, rip it apart for her arts and craft project. It says Signa opened her eyes and death was there before her, watching, waiting. Okay, this is another like Dancing with the Devil book, which I love that trope. And she's trying to hunt down her mother's killer. Best chance of uncovering the murder is an alliance with death himself. That's the tea. Oh my gosh. I just saw the naked cover of it and I'm realizing now that I should have showed the nude for all of my books because oh my gosh, wait, this is so beautiful. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's like one of the ones that have, it's one of the ones that have like a print on the naked cover. And then on the front it says 5 belladonna berries are all it takes to kill someone. Oh my gosh, belladonna is like a plant that's like has a toxin in it. We learned about it in like first year cell bio. Okay, I'm gonna take the clothes off the other books, I think. Oh, okay, this one is black with the gold writing. Okay, yeah, this one is navy and it's gold. I mean, not gold, silver writing. Okay, yeah, the book of the month ones always look like this, like the spine, and then it has like coin at the bottom. Okay, I'm putting way too many things on my top physical TBR. So then recently, the only 2 books that I literally bought for myself with my own money, one of them was on Prime Day because I'm trying to scam Jeff Bezos. Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid because it was on such good sale and I had been deliberating on buying like a physical copy of this book ever since I read it last year or 2 years ago. This is my favorite Taylor Jenkins Reid book. I know that not everyone likes this book. It still is my favorite book and it's definitely because of personal reasons. I always go back to quotes from Malibu Rising. Such a special book to me, this story and this character especially. Celebrity culture takes center stage as 4 famous siblings throw an epic party that ends with the family mansion burned to the ground. I really like this book. I know not everyone does. I'm very excited to read it, reread it, annotate it, all that good stuff. And then the other book, the only other book, it brings me so much nostalgia, but look at it. I bought this at a thrift store. Everybody just got thrown back to like when this book was originally published. 2013. I was 12. I always reread this book as like a comfort read. I just loved Cinder as a character because she was one of the first like Asian women girl characters that I saw in like young adult fiction. And that's why I always go back and I reread this book. It just brings me so much comfort and so when I saw it, I had to. So I could go and I can highlight all of my favorite scenes and all my favorite parts and just put heart shapes everywhere in this. I just thought it'd be so fun. No one come after me or my child. I'm trying to remember what are the other books that I had like not mentioned. These are 2 arcs that I got also from Entangled Teen a while ago. Stealing Infinity, I read it in a 24-hour readathon. And then the author sent me an arc for her book which is coming out. Oh, it's already out. I never actually finished reading this because it just wasn't my genre. It's like fantasy romance and I'm not the biggest fan of fantasy romance. Maybe I should situate so that you can see. So those are those 2. We have Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. Also one that's close to the top of my TBR. Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney. These are all just from Book of the Month. Other Birds by Sarah Addison Allen. The Devil Takes You Home comes with a translation guide. Flicker in the Dark, A History of Wild Places by Shay Earnshaw. Upgrade by Blake Crouch. And then we have Like a Sister by Kelly Garrett. Then we have Reckless Girls by Rachel Hawkins. And then we have The Maid by Nita Prose. Why have I not read this yet? I've been wanting to read it forever. We might have to reorganize and refigure out what my TBR section is gonna look like. One Day in December. I want to read this during the winter time. Author sent me this book. Oh my god, buttery cover. The Existence of Amy. A Little Life. I will make a reading vlog for this when I feel up to the challenge, but I'm emotionally fragile these days. Somebody's Daughter by Ashley C. Ford. This is a memoir. Kai Kei. Heard amazing things about it. Bittersweet by Susan Kane. A nonfiction. True Biz by Sarah Novick. Olga Dies Dreaming by Xochitl Gonzalez. Black Cake by Charmaine Wilkerson. The Magnolia Palace by Fiona Davis. The Good Left Undone by Adriana Trigiani. Historical fiction. I have been wanting to read those two forever because I really love historical fiction. Love and Other Disasters. So those are all of the fiction books that I have. Classics are on that shelf. Yeah, I haven't really added to that collection besides Withering Heights. So okay, I feel like I need to rebuild piles. I think I'm gonna do like a more immediate TBR and then like backlist TBR. Not to say that I wouldn't want to read any of these books. I would want to read any of them, but I'm gonna do that.
She's so lovely. Can't think of another word to say. She's so lonely, but she tries to run away. She don't know me. Wish that I could make her stay. She's so lonely.
So here's a little overview of what my little library looks like. Just my cute little collection. I don't really need much. This pile is like my immediate TBR. It's like not in any particular order, I think, but in general kind of is like these are the ones that I want to read first. And then at the top are like my little ones because they're like too short. So that is what this one looks like. This pile is for my other books here. And I didn't know where to put like these ones, for example, because I've already read them. So I just put them on the side until I can figure out what I'm gonna do with them. And then in the center here, I put Malibu Rising Cinder because I already read these books. So it's not like they're on my TBR. But anyway, I think that that is going to be all from me in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed like an updated little collection. I feel like I'm gonna like end up just doing updates like every single year because that's like the only amount of time that I like can get a substantial amount of books to like make a video like this. Be sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. Follow me on all my socials. They're all linked in the description. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!